We're solid there.
We're holding hands now. Trixie, hold my hand.
She says, I'm afraid because Mom yelled at me because I chewed on a cardboard box.
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
That is objectively not polite or ladylike behavior. I don't want to box you into like what is ladylike and what's not, but like I'm just letting you know that that's not quite it.
You just really don't appreciate eating cardboard boxes. It's not the kind of fiber we want in your diet.
That's too much fiber.
Yeah,
Too
it's
much
not the right
roughage.
kind.
Well,
yeah, just a weird day.
Just a weird day.
Dogs
Weird day,
eating
weird
boxes.
week. Weird week. I didn't know what day. On Tuesday when I was driving home, I was like, man, it's really weird that there was this new episode of Taliesin and Evitel out today because they usually release on Tuesdays and today's Friday. So that was super strange. I'm like, wait a second. I don't know where I am or what's happening.
It's actually Tuesday.
It's actually Tuesday. The week has not gone by yet.
No.
The week just started.
Well, that was even like yesterday. I was getting ready for work and Trixie was sitting at the door like ready to go. And I was like, how do you even know what day it is? Because normally on a Thursday, I will go over to Matthew and Christie's and pick up like Cold Stuff and Laser. And like, I will do that. And then she like, because I'm not packing up some stuff, I don't even know how she knows because like, it was already in the car and I packed up the morning cooler like I always do. And she still like sat by the door. But like the night before, which would usually be kind of like a Sunday, they brought the stuff to us instead. And so I was like, oh, she won't notice then that tomorrow, she'll think tomorrow's Monday and she won't be ready. No, she was still sitting by the door ready to go, even though it was the wrong day.
She knows exactly what day it is.
It's very weird.
Trixie has a way better grasp on the days of the week than I do.
She does.
Good job, girl. And like she was definitely like a little bit antsy on Monday too. Like she was antsier on Monday than she was any other day of the week. And I'm like, homie, we're not, it's not.
She's like, I want to go play with my friends.
I know. But it's okay. We hung out. We told each other secrets. It was great. It was great. Nova's sitting on my hair.
Sorry, you're going to have limited mobility.
Fine. That's okay. Like I felt him do it and I thought he was like grabbing the back of my head. No. And I'm like, no, he's
looking out the window too.
He's cooking.
Oh my God, are we still recording?
Oh God. Hey everybody.
Hi guys.
How's it going?
How's everyone doing?
Yeah. Thanks for coming back. Glad to see you guys. Glad to see everybody. This is, are we still recording a podcast about a podcast about a podcast. My name is Lindsay.
And my name is Jordan.
And I that up real good.
I murped that up real good.
I heard a really fantastic bleep noise in I think it's like a YouTube series that I've been watching. But like I think that it is the Yoshi.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And I was like, that's it. That's a good bleep. Yeah. We have the best bleeps though.
Oh yeah,
these are homemade bleeps.
Lance's chirp is just the cutest thing that's ever happened. So I'm sorry if anyone doesn't like it or doesn't know what it is, but it's just the tiniest. It makes me smile every time I edit it in. It just makes me smile every time.
For him dinners, like he did not want to speak for him dinners.
Do you stompy feet?
He did. It wasn't even stompy feet. He was just like, he tried to like reach up and take it out of my hand. I'm like, I know that you are trying to communicate with me, but I'm asking you to say a word, any word. And so he would like try to get up or he would yawn.
I know. I sometimes give that to him.
We're like, you're opening your mouth. That's fine. Like the last night that I gave him dinner, he was like, I'm like, okay, very, very good. That was perfect. Thank you so much. Like he will do anything to not speak.
Yeah. For those who don't know, so Chris trained our cat to speak for his dinner. So he has to sit and then speak. And so you have to, Trixie.
What are you doing?
She says licking glass. What are you doing?
That's interesting. Hot take, but okay.
So Lance has been trained that he has to, and he's a cat. I think I said that, but he's been trained to sit and then speak. And so he has to make some sort of or something.
A sound.
And that is our bleep sound for curse words in the first 10 minutes is Lance's little like speaking. And then sometimes it's Nova like screaming in the background trying to get his food, but won't.
If it's a string of curses. It's
yeah.
Nova.
Yeah. But Lance is, sometimes he really doesn't want to speak. Sometimes if there's like anyone around, he's like shy almost.
No.
Sometimes if I have my headphones in, he'll just like open his mouth but not make a sound. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And sometimes if he really doesn't want to, he takes his right paw and just stamps it. And I'm just like, buddy, speak for me. And sometimes he'll either even do like a double stamp where he's like, no, I'm not doing it. And it's
I'm
like,
not
okay,
talking today.
that's fine.
Give me my food.
Or one time he even put his paw on my leg.
Yeah.
And he was like, please.
I don't have it today.
Sometimes I just give that to him.
Yeah. He did the little like, I'm like, you got it, dude. That's enough. Like, you are communicating with me. You don't know me. I mean, you know me very well. I am at your house all the time.
Yeah.
But you don't know me like that. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
how are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Doing good.
Good.
Moving and grooving, getting ready to go on some vacation.
Heck yeah.
Doing some Monster of the Week writing. I can't wait to like actually sit down and like have time and space to do writing next week. Because like full disclosure, most of the stuff that we have run into for the last 2 sessions has been 98% off the cuff. Yeah, I'm like, I got this. It's okay. And like everyone seems to be really enjoying it.
You're doing great.
Not a problem. But like I feel like the moments that really hit are the moments that I've written.
Yeah.
And so like I want to get more of that woven in. But like again, it's more like
do you think it was helpful to ask for guidance and direction after there was like an episode when you were like, what are you guys planning on doing next? Like, did that help you plan the next session?
100%. Like having a basis of like, okay, what do I actually need to plan for?
Mm-hmm.
Because like it's the hardest part, I think, of most campaigns in any format or setting is like there are other people playing in it. And
you're not writing a book.
Nope, there is no way to glean or augur what they will be doing in that next session. There's no way to know. So like asking and being like just like a loose idea of what you would like to accomplish. So that way I have like, okay, this will be a fun weave in here, this will be a fun weave in here, and like the ability to just kind of like write things that will be meaningful for the characters. Because like I have some ideas for, and even like last session, we are in the future now for everyone who is listening. So last Monday, like when we opened, like we were kind of doing our normal like crosstalk. And like I asked Matthew, I'm like, what is Terumi's vibe? Because like I feel like I want to involve her in this story more, but I feel like I haven't quite hooked her in well enough yet. And so we had a conversation about it, and he's like, Terumi is there to do her job and teach kids art. And she doesn't know these people. So it's difficult to have stock in it. And so I'm like, okay, well, you know, how can we make that? Like, what do I have to do? Like, what would be a good lead in? He's like, well, until it affects her, then, you know, a little bit more difficult. But like, that was really helpful for me to know going in. And that's going to be really helpful information for me to have planning for Monday. Because it's like, okay, you kind of just like opened up the door a little bit for me to like fuck with Terumi just like a little bit. Not too hard.
Well, and like that's even like I actually talked about this with my friend when I was in Colorado, and not really Critical Role spoilers, but talking about the intros, even the first session, because I hadn't seen the second session at the time. But like talking about a little bit about the first episode of Critical Role season 4.
Yeah.
Campaign 4. There's something about really miniature spoilers, if anyone super cares, but like a lot of them know each other.
Yes.
And I think that that's part of the reason that for Heck Now is like, you guys already know each other.
Yeah.
I'm like, especially for something that's like short, it's just easier to have that established.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to spend the first while making everyone care about the other people.
Yeah.
And so like, I think that like for Monster of the Week, like that's the intention, which is why we did a couple histories with each other. But like, I don't remember what Terumi's tie-ins were.
She's supposed to be Jimmy's mentor.
But like, that doesn't really tie them together.
No,
because
Terumi
like,
doesn't know that.
Will you distract Nova?
Hey, use it.
Thank you.
I'm a good cat.
Right, because they don't know each other yet. So like, I don't know what her other tie-ins were with anyone.
I think that we just did like one for one other character, and so like I don't remember what her like. I don't remember.
I don't either. And so like, because that makes it challenging. Because like, yeah.
So like,
maybe we did just do one tie-in then.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really tie her in, which makes it a little challenging.
Yeah.
Because then you have to spend that time doing that, and like we talked about a little bit in the last episode, is like all the vignettes make it hard to make them
come together. Yeah, and like they have not had enough time to interact and for that to come to fruition.
Right.
Really. And I don't know. But see, like, again, like, this is my first time, and this is a lesson that I am learning.
Yeah.
Like, this is not something, I mean, I knew that something like it would happen, but, like, this exactly is not something I expected to, like, run up on, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, it's interesting to me. But it's like, okay, so now I know what to play. I'm sorry, guys.
Excuse you.
I have the hiccups so real bad.
The hiccups.
Now I know kind of like, okay, I'm going to start moving these puzzle pieces or these chess pieces over here. And so we're going to start moving the board a little bit more. I don't want to say aggressively, but just like a little bit more, you know, a little something, something.
I think that makes sense. It's just, it is one of those things where I can't even say like that the reason I wanted that to happen was to prevent the having to tie things in and tie things together. But I think I personally really dislike when either you're watching or playing in a campaign and someone's like, you hear about it every so often where someone's like, well, my character doesn't really have a reason to be here. I was like, then why the heck are you here?
Yeah, like you have to believe that you have a reason to be there.
Right.
And like,
not that Terumi doesn't. Like Terumi has a reason to be there, like with her job and like with the spooky and all that kind of stuff.
Has
and,
a reason to care about it.
She does. And so like, and she's got the tie-in
around her.
Well, I mean, she had the tie-in with Jimmy, which was the first time that like, I think that should really tie things in a little bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that Jimmy has not been around, and
if we ever see Jimmy again.
Yeah. So that's kind of just an obstacle. It's not the end of the world. It's not something that is going to stop anything.
No.
But it definitely is one of the challenging parts. I do think that after our third session, though, I really felt like we had a little bit more of a tie-in there.
Yeah.
That was the session where we only had 4 of us.
This is the one that we'll be talking about today is one that like we had kind of a smaller group because people were doing things and stuff and it was crazy.
Yeah. And that's kind of how it's been pretty much since then. But we definitely had some interesting things happen.
It was a fun one. God, that was a blast.
That was
pun intended.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't seen it, you should go watch it.
Just
Obviously,
watch it.
Go watch it.
If this is how you are consuming our podcast and our live play campaign, then first of all, I'm honored. But also, like, I think that if you like this, you're gonna like that way more. No shade on us, but like
no. So then, like, so kind of like a brief rundown is that, you know, the bonfire happened and then we took a hike in the woods. Yeah. And there's obviously things in between that we'll touch base on.
Yeah, a lot happened in the middle there.
A lot did happen in the middle. So the bonfire was the first place that we started.
And the cameras.
Yeah, I mean, we placed the cameras and got those up and set and ready to go, especially wanted them done before the bonfire because, like, if there was any sort of monster activity or unusual activity at or after the bonfire, wanted to have that information. So we got everything all set up and placed. Everything was placed securely, which was nice. So then we went to the bonfire.
Yeah.
We're like, we have to go. Like, I know like some of us wanted to just go straight to the hike, but it's like this bonfire is there for us. It's going to be weird if we don't show up. So we went and showed up, and there were s'mores and line dancing and just all sorts of fun things happening. And one of the debates before we went was, are we packing weapons or not? And it was like, no, we're going to an event with kids. We're not packing weapons, except for one.
Yeah, just one.
Just one was like, I don't remember, he didn't roll for that.
No, he did not roll for that. He was like, I just want at least one of us to be ready in case something pops off.
Right. And so he went to go put the gun in the front of his pants, and Josephine was like, I somehow knew this was going to be something you were going to do. Here's a holster for you.
Yeah.
And so we had a holster instead and had his gun. And so we went to the bonfire, and most things happening were normal.
Yeah, totally.
S'mores being made, introducing ourselves and talking to people and the kids and all that kind of stuff. And then Mans decides he's going to roll a dice. And
because he was talking to Mama Frankie about something, and like she was like, do you have any leads? Where are you at in your investigation? And he's like, don't worry, my methods are a little bit unorthodox, but like we're gonna be safe tonight. And he draws the gun. I think that this is how it happened, because it was a while ago.
It was a while ago.
And Mom Frankie's like, whoa, you can't do that here. Like, please put that away. And then I think that he was talking about, like, he started talking about gun safety.
He did start talking about gun safety.
And then he's like, I fire the gun. And I'm like, what? And then he thought about it for a second. He's like, no, I'm going to roll dice for it. I'm like,
he did.
Okay. And he did fire the gun at a campfire. He almost got fired from being a camp counselor in a campaign that is about being a camp counselor.
These are true facts. Sometimes when you decide to roll the dice to see if you're going to do something or not, sometimes you make dumb decisions.
Sometimes you end up doing the dumb thing.
You do end up doing the dumb thing. And he did end up doing the dumb thing. And so he ran off into the woods after that.
He just ran.
Trenton Duggins ran after him, or went to go run after him. And then Embers was like, whoa. There's a fire in the wood shop. Why do we have the wood shop right next to the big bonfire? And it's like, that made sense, and now it doesn't make sense. And he had a mixed success. Like, he was able to stop Trenton Duggins from chasing after him, but he didn't believe him.
Yeah.
He's like, I can see that there's not a fire over there. And I think Silas and Embers were both trying to like
no, you gotta go. It's on like an oil rag or something.
Yeah, and he's like no,
there was a firework, and the firework got set off.
Oh, that's
and
what
now
he had
it's on fire. And it's like,
no,
I
homie.
can see it, and it's right there, and it's not on fire.
Yeah.
But like, I think the Embers was like, we don't need to be freaking out around these kids, because they're gonna freak the kids out. And that's what Trenton was like, okay.
Yep.
You got a point, but I'm watching you.
Yeah. It was there've been a few times in some sessions where something bad happens and we try our absolute freaking best to make it not happen, even though it's already happening, and we just desperately want it to not happen. And that ain't really how this seems to be going for us at the moment. No. But you know what? There have been, we'll talk about it a little bit later, or in another episode, but some of it can be reversed sometimes. Yeah. So that's comforting at least.
It's like, it is playing out in such a beautiful narrative way that it's like, and one of the things that I like a lot about the Monster of the Week system is there is such a narrow margin for success.
Yeah.
And an incredibly wide margin for failure.
Yeah.
And like, theoretically speaking, it is even, because you can get a mixed success, which is a 7 through 12, and then a complete failure, which is 6 through 1. So like, a mixed success isn't a failure.
But you also technically can't roll a 1 because you're rolling 2d6.
Yeah.
And also the 7 through 9 also has a consequence. So it's definitely rigged in your, against you.
Yeah.
Like, you'll get the thing done, but it's not going to be perfect. And that's fine. Like, that's okay. So we then left the bonfire, basically being like, let's go find him. We're going to go find things out. Like, don't worry. Like, we're going to take care of it. To these people who don't know us.
I thought that you guys were like hanging out. Like, you stayed and Murphy, because you guys were distracting.
Yeah, so we all left to go then like find Murphy, come up with a plan. We decided we needed something like either a bug zapper or bug bait or something, and so decided that we were going to get hairspray from Vivi's cabin to basically make ourselves like a little flamethrower.
Yeah,
because that was the best
she's
that we
got
had.
it.
Oh yeah, we know that Vivi's got hairspray. So that was kind of like our like emergency like rigged weapon,
an improvised weapon.
Yep. But like in order to then break into Vivi's cabin, we needed a distraction. And what better distraction? And Murphy was like, I'm gonna go back and apologize. And I was like, I'm gonna hang back and then kind of be there and step in if he needs help. And he did, because like they were not pleased to see him.
No.
And it kind of boiled down to like who vouched for him. And it was like, that's not a good sign.
No. Because like then it kind of like it turns the eyes on Frankie.
Right.
Because like Frankie was the one who was like, nope, I know a guy to hire to be your next camp counselor. I know a guy, and I'm gonna get in touch with him, and so he's gonna be great. And like after only knowing him as like his AIM profile for his conspiracy theories, that's it. It's like, I got to get this guy in here. And so like that is how he got brought on.
Right.
So like, and then Frankie being like it being her. Like I don't know. I think it's an interesting way to like introduce tension. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So we managed to like, by trying to persuade them that kicking out a camp counselor right now was going to be more stressful for the kids than like letting us sort this out and saying it's never going to happen again, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Managed to keep them around, but like on a very, very like short rope. So managed to at least kind of get that settled. And so that was enough distraction time for Silas and Embers to sneak into Vivi's cabin. Did a very good job with that, in my opinion. Sneak into the cabin, get some hairspray, do a little snooping.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of
light
snooping. And we're able to find a ledger that Vivi had that seemed to have some camp-specific information, but we didn't really have time to like dive into it too much in the moment. So it was kind of like, we're going to take this, we're going to get out of here, we're going to go look at it, and we can come back and put it away. So after that, we kind of reconvened. We were basically like, we're just going to get out of here. Like, one, we want to go on our hike, but two, like, we kind of need to have a little bit of a low profile. And we ended up putting one of the cameras kind of watching the bonfire so that kind of could all be seen.
Yeah.
So then we went hiking. And this was Camp Counselor Andy's last hike.
Yes.
Is what we did. And we ended up finding some termite-eaten trees. We found some small bones, some skulls, and things that were a little unusual since termites don't normally eat flesh. And so Silas had a really good idea to have a little jar with like a lizard in it.
I thought it was a bat.
I wrote lizard. I think it changed a few times.
It did.
Some small creature.
A creature.
In the jar, and basically held it up to the termite so that the lizard wouldn't get eaten, but basically just see what would happen.
Yeah.
And they did kind of swarm around his hand and the jar. And so that was really interesting. They do seem to be like wanting to eat flesh, which
flesh termites.
Yeah, flesh termites. Great.
You know.
Murphy was able to capture some of the termites.
In a big, silly bug net.
Yes.
I love that he just has a bug net.
So good. And then Embers was actually able to use the hairspray and sprayed some of the termites to get them like stuck. Momentarily blinded Silas, but that was okay. And then there was some more rustling further out. And then Josephine collected some bones, some termites, and some dead wood to kind of like, which I forgot about.
I also forgot about it.
Then I need to. This is why we look at notes, guys. I have my notes today. And so had that stuff collected to be able to kind of go process that and see if we get anything weird or anything back from it. And then Murphy was attacked by a disembodied hand and forearm made out of wood and termites.
Yeah.
And so there was a little combat, which was interesting because it was the first time we'd done combat. I think that they all rolled. It was interesting because it's like there's no initiative because we're used to D&D. There's no rolls on your part. It's just like, hey, they're attacking you. What do you do?
Yeah.
And it was like rolling to kick some ass and like shooting some guns and those sorts of things. And it was like everyone could like, it was like you could reduce the amount of damage you took by either rolling well.
Yep. So with a complete success,
yeah,
you can either reduce the damage you take, increase the damage output, move them where you want them. So like if you're, that's like that's your grapple.
Yeah.
And then I forget what the other one is. There's another one.
That's really cool though. You get like an extra benefit from a complete success.
Yeah. Like you get to kind of manipulate the scene to your favor.
Yeah.
And like, because it's a complete success, you do exactly what you set out to do, plus a little something.
Yeah.
I think we had 2 complete successes and 1 mixed success.
Agreed.
Murphy's was the mixed success.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Or somebody had a mixed success too.
That sounds right, because I think I went to go help.
Yes.
Because
Silas was blind.
Yeah, because I didn't want to shoot my gun.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid I was going to hurt someone, but I did want to go ahead and like help out. And I managed to get the group out. They managed to kill the things.
Yes.
The minions. And so, but then I think we heard bigger noises and we're like, no, we got to get the F out of here like right away. And so Josephine got everyone out. And so we had our samples, collected things. This was the first time, at least for Josephine, because I know that like Silas and Embers had their encounter before, but like Josephine, I specifically didn't have her go in with like her good armor or her other weapon, because I was like, no, this is just like a little recon. She's got her handgun, but like she's not wearing her full armor because like she's not expecting there to be a problem. So this is the first time that it's like, oh, okay, there's actually an amount of danger. There's actually something that we have to protect ourselves from. And it's the first time we've gotten a clue as to like, the first time, but like for Josephine, it is the first time that she's gotten really a clue as to what's going on out here.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
That is, yeah. And I'm really proud of how everybody played it. Like I will say I did not, because that was the first time I was like, I'm going to make some monsters. And when you do that, like one of the options it gives you is to like make the monsters as like, if it's a bunch of minions, I'm like 3 feels like a bunch.
Yeah. Like
you can put all of their HPs together. And so I did that.
Sure.
But then you guys just absolutely shredded them. And I'm like, good to know.
Yeah. I mean, again, like, I know that like, we can kind of put a pin in this, but like for Humblewood, I've told you this before, I think I had to give monsters like 2 times the amount of hit points that they normally came with, because otherwise you guys would just one-shot them. But that was my own fault, right? Like we want to give people like fun things, and with these short campaigns especially, we want to be like very giving, where I mean, and not that Mans is stingy, he's anything but he's like, hey, go on the internet and find a thing you like. Right. And so like it's not uncommon, and we have such a large group, even with 4 people, that like, especially for Monster of the Week, like it's just one of those things that you're eventually just gonna have to buff them. Yeah, just go nuts, guys. Like, so I'll figure it out. Yeah, and like we'll figure out which way makes it interesting. I think that for me, the advice that I think I liked the most of how to make combat, and not that combat wasn't interesting or anything like that, but like, is to add a secondary objective. Yes. And so in this case, we kind of had that, because it was like collect information and get the fuck out. And so it was like, those were like our goals. And so it's like, I don't really care if we like defeat these monsters, but we got to get out of here and we got to have something to take with us. Yeah. Like it was for study. It was recon. Exactly. Yeah. So I think having that like second goal makes combat more dynamic, as opposed to just like slinging shots at everything sort of thing. Yeah. But, I thought it went really well. Good. It was fun. It was super fun to like narrate monsters getting shredded. Yeah. Like that was super fun. Cool. I loved it. Loved it. That's not
how you say words.
It's all right.
But like that, like also fun fact that like that was completely off the cuff.
Yeah.
So like that was like I didn't know that like I knew that you guys wanted to go hiking, but it's like I don't know what I'm gonna do with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got there, and I'm like, oh, and like Murphy getting grabbed first,
mm-hmm.
and like basically summoning those things.
Yeah.
Like I was like, well, he rolled a mixed success, so this is gonna be, the bad thing that happens to him. And I'm like, no. I've got something better for a mixed success, and it's a bunch of hands.
Oh, so good. So good.
So that was like, it was super cool, and like I'm really excited to like do it again whenever the next combat is. Whenever you guys get, in a fist fight with a bunch of fists next time. Not next time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I'm just stoked. I'm stoked in general to do that. And like excited to see like, because again, that was a smaller group. We didn't have everybody. I want to see what everybody is like in a fight.
Yeah.
Like we didn't get to see Jimmy or Tarumi.
Like, and Josephine didn't fire anything. No. She just helped out.
Yeah. So what does everybody look like in a fight?
Yeah.
Because that'd be cool. Like Embers with his shotgun. Like, and then anyway, not important. That was just cool.
It's going to be good. I'm excited to see what everyone's done with it. It'll be good to like get an idea as to how we can work together as a group. So then we got out of there, and back at the cabin, Silas used some magic to basically try to talk to the termites and just kind of say like, why are you eating flesh? And they were just kind of like all together. We're kind of like hungry. And it was like, our master like says to feed me. And so it was like, okay, that at least we know now from what we knew from the Oak King with, what are the two things? Because it's like hunger and rot.
What kills hunger and what defeats rot.
So like we know at least, well, this is probably both hunger and rot. We at least know that this is hunger. And so like that's something that we're kind of able to kind of put together now and make some connections with what we as players may have known, but the characters maybe so much didn't.
Yeah.
So that was really good. And then the last little bit of what we did was we knew, this is the thing I forgot about too. One of the reasons that Murphy shot his gun was because he was hoping it would bring attention of whatever was out there to the bonfire. Now, again, we've already said, we thought that if anything, it would probably wait until there were stragglers. Especially because it sounded like Andy was attacked by themselves.
Yeah.
And Andy was more, it seemed like there was someone else potentially helping because they said that they weren't bound up well. And so either that person was in a hurry or something like that. So we're not really sure. So it was kind of like trying to get people to kind of disperse and see what people would do when there were fewer of them, what that would look like. So we had the camera set up for that, but our cabin at least had some amount of visualization on the bonfire, especially with Josephine's sniper rifle. So she set up her sniper rifle with the scope to look at the bonfire and basically wanted to watch what the last few people were doing, what that looked like, if there was anything in the woods, etc. The last people that were there were the other camp counselors. So it was Vivi, Samwise, Nikki, and Killian. And so they were the last 4 that were there. Saw them about 1 a.m. Going to bed. They were passing around, I think, a flask is what they had. And when they went to go to bed, they kind of paused outside of the new cabin. And they kind of had this look. They basically just like gave an interesting look, and they all looked at our cabin at the same time and then split off and went to their respective cabins. And Josephine was like, I need to get some information as to what exactly was going on with that. And it sounded like Nikki stopped first. And it was more a look of contempt on their faces as opposed to malice. And so it was one of those things where Josephine kind of got the idea that the best way to protect everyone is to really just keep one eye open. And so basically immediately instilled a watch. And so she ended up emptying out the magazine, except for one bullet in the chamber, because she was like, I just want there to be one in case something happens, but she does not trust anyone here yet to leave them with a full magazine in her sniper rifle.
You shouldn't.
No. I mean, like, realistically, I really debated if I wanted to even leave the one in the chamber. But, like, at the time, it was people who had all been around guns. So it was Murphy, Silas, and Embers who at least knew how to use a gun. So she was like, I feel like they're, even though they make some dumb choices, she didn't think that any of them were going to shoot a kid.
No.
So, like, it would be one of those things where if there was a monster actively attacking someone, they'd have one thing to kind of, like, slow it down until everyone could kind of get up.
Yeah.
Was kind of the thought. And she thought that that was probably a better, like, ratio of risk to reward. And the last thing that you kind of noted for us that night was that all of the bracelets that we had gotten from Terumi turned black.
Yeah.
So that was where we ended that session. It was so good. I kept pushing because, like, I was like, I didn't want, since we were missing 2 people, I didn't want to end the session in an awkward place for them to pick up, which is why I was like, no, we should finish the combat. And I'm like, we don't have to, like, flesh everything out here, but this is what I want to do to kind of get you a good setup for the next session was what I really wanted.
Yeah. And, like, that was, I think it was fantastic. First of all, flattering, humbling.
So
for
good.
my friends to
We're
be
like, keep going.
No, keep going. I'm like, really? You mean it? That was so.
We're like, we're not done yet. You're gonna have to keep going, please.
Like, and like, I was like, I have a cliffhanger set up, and it's going to be perfect. And I handed them the cliffhanger, and they said, "Put that shit away. Yeah, we're not doing that." I'm like, okay.
Smacks hand down.
No, keep going. Like,
pretty much.
Sure thing. But like it added so much to it. It added so much because then I got to, like, actually do that closing scene.
Yeah.
And, like, show the like, for the first time, show the other 2 camp counselors that are there that you don't know.
Yeah, we haven't met yet.
That, like, be like, there are other people here. Like, it's not just Vivi.
Yeah.
Who is in everybody's business.
She's everywhere.
She's everywhere.
She's everywhere.
She's very good at her job.
Yeah.
Like, she's got to keep eyes on everything.
Yeah.
At all times.
I mean, I'd expect her to be doing constant laps, poking her head in, making sure everything's going as needed to be. That's expected.
Are all of the kids safe? And, like, that is her prime directive. Is, like, are the kids safe and where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be there?
Yeah.
So, like, that's kind of the vibe.
Yeah.
And then, like, but also the fact that you're, like, you want to, like, go get, like, not bribes, but, like, little treats for everybody.
We definitely have
a
rough patch there, and I am for sure gonna be putting some bribes in them. Get them some flowers, and, like, it is time to start kissing some butt, because we've been here for 2 days and definitely made some waves, whereas they're like, maybe we'd be better off without these people, but we need to be here.
Yeah.
Like, Josephine has a job to do. She can't do it without Murphy, and, like, can't do it without him. And, like, the other chuckle fucks, as chuckly as they are
good to have.
They're good to have. And so it's definitely one of those things where it's like, no, I know I just met these people, but I need these people here.
Did you hear that? I don't know if that was a sigh or a snore. He went, and it was very long. I hope you guys heard that. I hope it picked up. It probably didn't.
That'd be great, though.
But I really hope that it did. But yes, like, it'd be great if nobody got fired. Would it be fun to try to play the game? Yeah. And finish the mission from outside the camp? And it's like, you can't be here, and you also have a restraining order.
Oh my God.
So if you get caught by the people that run the camp, you're gone. You are in jail now. Like, that's a thing that could happen.
For sure gonna get fired.
No. But hey, how many times did Fox Mulder get fired in the X-Files? Like 6.
Sure.
At least 6.
Yeah.
It happens.
Definitely getting suspended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens. It's fine.
So, you know.
And like when you were like, what kind of bribes do they want? And I was like, my brain for some reason locked in on a McDonald's hash brown. Fresh, crispy, delicious McDonald's hash brown.
That was next time though.
Yeah.
But like,
wait.
That's okay. But
that's it. Really bad now.
That's it. But you know what? We made it work. Mm-hmm. We made it work. So.
Did you know they sell those hash browns at like Publix?
Do they?
Mm-hmm. You can put it in the air fryer and they are 13 out of 10.
That's a problem.
Just so you know you can have those at home.
That's a problem.
You can make little like, I do like biscuit sandwiches. Mm-hmm. So you do the biscuit and then the potato and then the egg and the cheese. Mm-hmm. So it's like or like in a tortilla.
Everything's better in tortilla.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. Yes, beautifully done. Excellent session. And like, even like now that we're running it back a little bit, I was like, oh, okay, this is what I'm going to do next session to make this work. And like, this is helpful for me.
Oh yeah.
Because I can like walk through it in my head and we're actually like going through what I've done and what the party has done. And I'm like, okay, so we're here in the story. This is the perception of the story from a player. Mm-hmm. Cool. Mm-hmm. Cool.
That's why it's helpful to know, like, what do we remember? Mm-hmm. What, like, versus what you actually want us to remember?
Exactly.
So, like, it's very helpful.
And that's huge because, like, I know how many times have we picked up on something that Mans is like, no.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Other thing. It's like, no, this thing.
Yeah. So.
Oh, it's very good. I'm ready for next Monday now.
Yeah.
Let's get everybody on a call real quick. Let's start.
Well, thanks guys for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Another day in the camp. Mm-hmm. And as always, please be sure to like and comment on this video. For once, guys, I didn't talk about this, but I have not been using crappy AI art for backgrounds. I'm just using photos from my hikes. But they're not from Maine. I have never been to Maine, so these are instead from like Colorado or North Carolina or somewhere else in New England. So but those are actually not crappy AI art, so they're just photos from adventures,
real actual photographs.
So of nature. I thought they were appropriate.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, please.
If anyone feels inspired to like draw fan art of what we're doing, and like we can make that the background of an episode. Oh my God. Like we would tag you in it, like all the stuff, the stuff that people usually say for when people make them art.
Yeah.
But the hike pictures are beautiful.
Thank you.
Like I like it definitely it sets the tone. And it's like, are there bodies in that lake? Who knows? Are there bodies in that lake? Who knows? Maybe.
But please make sure to comment on the videos and share them and interact with them and help us get seen so that, that we can make more of these. I mean, that's not going to stop us.
No, nothing will stop us, but it will be incredibly encouraging.
Yeah.
It feels nice when people are like, we like this.
Yeah. But thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
We'll have way more stuff. It's going to be great. Yeah. Make sure to stay tuned because the next few ones are going to be doozies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Bye.
Bye. Oh my gosh. I should add, this is half calf, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because like, then I'm definitely not drinking enough or as much caffeine as I usually do during the day because I'm wired all of a sudden. But like,
where did it go?
When I was like staying here, like I was like, I can do 1 cup of coffee a day because I was like, I don't want to steal all your coffee. And like, so I did 1 cup a day. And I was like, I had it cut down. And now I've had 3 cups of coffee and I'm just like,
yeah.
Let's go take a lap. Anybody want to like get in a fight real quick? Just like super fast. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh God, are we still recording?
Oh man.
Oh crap.
Bye.
Bye.